London, a city where the past and present walk side by side, from Roman ruins to glass skyscrapers. It has stood for nearly 2,000 years as a symbol of empire, resilience, and reinvention. The story begins in 43 AD, when the Romans invaded Britain and built a settlement on the River Thames called Londinium. Perfectly placed at a narrow crossing, it became a bustling port and trading hub. But in 60 AD, it was burned to the ground during Queen Boudicca's rebellion, only to rise again, stronger than before. By the 2nd century, Londinium was a thriving Roman capital with temples, baths, and walls that would define the city's shape for centuries. When Rome fell in the 5th century, the city was abandoned, left in silence and ruin. Then came the Anglo-Saxons, who built a new town nearby called Londonwick. Christianity spread, and St. Paul's Cathedral was founded in 604 AD. But peace didn't last long. Viking raids soon swept across England. By the 9th century, the great Alfred the Great reclaimed the city, rebuilding its defences and restoring its name, London. The Norman conquest of 1066 changed everything. William the Conqueror built the Tower of London, both fortress and symbol of royal power. The medieval city flourished behind its ancient walls, a maze of markets, cathedrals, and guild halls. By the 14th century, London was England's beating heart, rich in trade, but scarred by plague, poverty, and revolt. Then came the Tudor Age, and London began to transform. The population exploded. Theatres like the Globe filled with the words of Shakespeare, and merchants launched the East India Company, planting the seeds of a global empire. The 17th century brought both disaster and rebirth. The Great Plague of 1665 killed tens of thousands. A year later, the Great Fire of London reduced the medieval city to ashes. But from that devastation rose a new London, rebuilt in brick and stone under the vision of Sir Christopher Wren, who gave the skyline its crown jewel, the new St. Paul's Cathedral. By the 18th and 19th centuries, London became the largest city in the world, the capital of an empire on which the sun never set. The Industrial Revolution brought railways, factories, and millions of new citizens. But alongside wealth came hardship. Child labor, pollution, and poverty filled its crowded streets. Still, London endured. It survived world wars, rebuilt after the Blitz, and emerged as a modern global powerhouse, a center of finance, culture, and diversity. Today, over 8.9 million people call London home, from every corner of the earth. The city's story is one of constant change, built on layers of history that still whisper beneath its streets. From Londinium to London, from empire to equality. This is the story of a city that never stops reinventing itself.